In 2001. Christy took a break from politics in 2005 to spend time with her family. She quickly established herself as a columnist with the Vancouver Province newspaper and commentator on CTV Newsnet. In 2007, she began the Christy Clark show on CKNW Radio, which is a very popular show. Everybody listens to it. No question about that. She's earned a number of awards, including the YWCA Woman of Distinction Award for her work in politics after creating the anti-bullying campaign Pink Shirt Day. And she was named the 2009 Woman of the Year in BC by the Consumer Choice Awards. And Christy now lives in Vancouver with her son.
Sure, no problem. No problem. Well, thank you very much to everybody for coming. I know that you're all in a bit of a rush, and I didn't get a chance to say, to shake everybody's hand and say hi to everybody. I hope I can do a little bit of that afterward. If you have a few minutes to stick around, and we can maybe do some questions if you'd like to do that. I love coming back and visiting Nanaimo. I'm up here probably a couple times a year in the last little while, more back when I was in public office. Many people are asking me, why would I quit my job at CKNW when I was on the air for 2.5 hours a day, and I got to spend a whole lot of time in hockey rinks with my son and the edge of the soccer field and all the rest of that, volunteering at a school, and get back into politics, which is a pretty tough job for people to do. The reason I want to get back into politics is because I really do believe that British Columbia needs some fresh new leadership. And I think having spent 4.5 years on the outside at CKNW listening to people every day from all across the province, different views, different people talking on all that the government got elected on, and that sustained us through those years, was that we should keep taxes low so we can put more money in your pockets so you can decide how you're going to spend it. We said that we should keep the deficit low because it's a tax on our grandchildren if we spend beyond our means. We said we should get government out of the way of business. Sustained us in those first 4 years of government. And what I want to do in getting back into politics is return us to our laser focus on those 5 principles of government. They were good principles of government. And I think one of the temptations that leadership candidates are going to have is going to be to come out and make all kinds of promises with your money, which the government doesn't have, by the way, to go out and spend it on your behalf, to try and look different from the other guys. And what I'm telling Liberals when I talk to you is that the thing that I think we can bring that is most different is, first of all, a fresh perspective. But second, a willingness to listen to people. A willingness to open up Victoria and let people's voices be heard. So that means making sure that cabinet ministers can come to the table with all of their ideas, just like we want business to do. And that caucus is allowed to get up and disagree, that caucus members are allowed to represent their communities to Victoria instead of having Victoria be represented to their community. We can't win the election, and it's going to be a tough election. I mean, I think a lot of people are looking at the NDP, seeing them fall apart and think, gee, this is going to be a cakewalk. It is not. Those guys don't want the BC Liberals to get a fourth term in government. They have been out in the cold too long. Their friends have been waiting for payback for a decade now, and they want to get back in there. Now, we need to be able to mount a great campaign to stop them. I want to lead you in that campaign. I think we can beat the NDP in this next election, but I need your help to do that. So in order to vote in the leadership campaign, you need to sign a membership in the Liberal Party. It costs $10. Anybody 14 years or older can sign up to become a member. And I'd really encourage you to do that. And I hope if you become a member, you'll support me. Because I believe that I have what it takes, not just to beat the NDP in the election. And that's job number 1. Because if we don't beat the NDP in the election, it doesn't matter how many good ideas you have, you're not going to get to do it. But I also believe that I have what it takes to change the culture in Victoria and make sure that we can get British Columbia working again, that we can re-engage the public, that we can rebuild public trust in our democratic institutions, which has taken a real hit in the last years. I think I can do those things if you will support me in the leadership campaign. So I hope you'll sign up and join the Liberal Party, and then once you do, I hope you'll vote for me in the leadership. I think we have a great future together, a great future of new leadership, of fresh leadership, a good new look at the way British Columbia can go forward. I really, really, really am optimistic about the future of this province. We have everything great ahead of us. We just need to try and find a way to make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks a lot, Christy. highlight Ron Canelon is with us today. And